Teachers, what's the craziest way you've gotten revenge on a naughty kid? I was teaching my usual history class when Braxton decided he was going to be the class clown that day. Not the funny kind either. The kind that makes you question why you didn't go into accounting. This kid was throwing paper balls, making random noises, interrupting every 5 seconds like he was being paid per disruption. I told him to stop. He smirked. I told him again. He smirked harder. By the 5th warning, I was pretty sure he thought I was part of the entertainment, so I gave him the final notice. One more disruption and he's getting detention. You know what this genius does? Stands up in the middle of my lesson about the French Revolution and starts doing Fortnite dances. Full commitment, arms flailing. The entire class lost it. Kids were screaming. Phones were out. Someone was literally crying from laughter. And Braxton, standing there like he just won an Oscar. I told him to sit down. He finally did. But he had this look on his face like he'd just secured his legacy. That's when I knew I had to do something. Because if I let this slide, I'd lose all control and spend the rest of the year teaching a circus. Now here's the thing about Braxton. This kid was obsessed with being the cool kid. Always bragging about how he was going to be class president next year. How everyone loved him. How he was basically the most popular kid in school. So during lunch, I went to the office. I asked the secretary if I could see last year's student council election results. She pulled them up. And what do I find? Braxton came in dead last. Not even close. 8 votes out of 300 students. 8. His mom probably voted twice. I made copies. Printed them nice and clear. The next day, Braxton walks in like he owns the place. Sits down. 5 minutes into class, he starts up again, making noises, tapping his desk, trying to get the class going. I didn't say a word. I just walked over to my laptop, pulled up the election results, and projected them on the board. Big, bold, impossible to miss. Oh, Braxton, since you love attention so much, let's show the class your election results. The room went silent, dead silent. You could hear breathing. Everyone started reading the numbers. His best friend Camden looked at him and said, "Bro, you told us you almost won." That's when the laughter started, but this time it wasn't with him. It was at him. Braxton's face turned red, not embarrassed red, soul leaving body red. He grabbed his bag, knocked over his chair, and literally ran out of the classroom. Didn't even close the door behind him, just gone. The class sat there stunned for a second. Then someone in the back whispered, "8 votes is crazy," and they all lost it again.